Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Oh, 99%. Guys, in today's Clash of Clans video, we are going to be looking at some very powerful Town Hall 12 attacks and some agonizingly close ones which literally just missed the mark. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, let's dive straight into the first one. Quite a mixture of an army for this one, but it works out very nicely, starting out here in the south of the base with our Queen Walk. Now if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for all of my Clash of Clans videos and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever one of my videos go live. So we've created the funnel here very nicely, and we want the queen to walk up to the right hand side of the base. Now you will see once we get back into the war log that this was such a close matchup, and the Town Hall 12 game very nearly swung it our way. So the Queen and Warden are pressing right down this side at the moment, but once we know that she's coming in this direction and there's no way that she can walk the other way around the base, we can then start the funnel up on the right hand side here. Basically we are going to cut off the funnel around this side of the base so that the Queen has to come into the base, and therefore she's going straight in towards that Giga Tesla. Now once that funnel has been set, remember you can use whatever troops you need. There's so many of them that can help you with that funnel, and E-Drag does a good job on this one, actually helps to chain onto the buildings on the inside as well. We then have that massive army coming through with the bowlers and P.E.K.K.A.s. The CC troops are the first ones that are going to go down here with the help of that poison spell, not to mention the dreaded ice golem in the CC. Let me know in the comments, do you use it? And do you despise it? It doesn't half stop your kill squads dead, but we charge through this one, getting that a little bit further forward, and with the multi-infernos it does mean that the P.E.K.K.A.s can do a very nice job here. Now we do have the opportunity of a bat bomb. It is that go bow bat method, using the bowlers to come into the base once you've set up that funnel, and basically you are controlling the pathing of the bowlers, very similar to what you would do with the drag bat, using the bat spell in this case up at the north of the base to press everything through in a nice motion towards that western side. Now things do start to go down relatively quickly here, but actually we have more than enough troops in order to finish off. We do have minions around the top side of the base for cleanup, plenty of P.E.K.K.A.s down at the bottom here, you can see charging right the way through, almost at full health alongside that king, and although we have lost our queen at this point, we've got more than enough in order to finish this raid off. So a very nice one to kick off this video, and definitely a one at Town Hall 12 that you can consider using. If there's multi-infernos and you can get that funnel, maybe try using the P.E.K.K.A.s. Now we are going to dip in and out of the different attacks here, but what you can see is that Crunch Time faced WHF in a random spin. It was a heap of fun. Massive shout out to my man Carbon Finn as well, who got a 6-pack. I believe it was against Kevin, and no, it wasn't. It was against Kevin and BRG. So he did get a 6-pack. If you're interested in watching that one broken down, be sure to head on over to his channel. The link is down in the description. But you will see that it was super close. They won by 1 star, and we're going to show you 2 attacks here. The first one by Sham1 being a 99%. Agonizingly close, but does make up for it. We will show you the 3-star in the next one. So again, we are coming in with the Queen Baby Dragon, very easily able to cut the funnel on this side so that we know the Queen's not going to walk around, and at this point we can now bring the Slammer in. Do not forget about the Slammer in terms of entering your Queen into the base. You can see that it does take out the 2 Teslas, but more importantly breaks open this wall section so that our Queen can come in, and very nicely breaks open the one right the way into the center there. Very much needed that one. An ice golem of our own pops out, and check this out, when the ice golem goes down we're actually going to get pretty good value here, aren't we? gets flung off by a spring trap, but don't worry, your ice golem will still freeze everything in that area, and you can see although we had to use the queen's ability, it actually did work out quite nicely. However, the queen charge at this point is taking a little bit of time with your queen charge miner though. You've got to get it right, and you've got to basically get that eagle out and done for. The Giga Tesla is not necessarily as big of an issue for miners, they can charge through it, but again with the miners what you need is that thin strip. So you can see we've got this line here and here, look, that's exactly where the miners are coming through. King is creating this side here, so you want the miners in the base itself and taking out the defenses. You don't want them coming out of the base and not being efficient. Grand Warden's ability used early on, just as the miners were splitting, they were coming into a couple of splash damage defenses there as well, so it was worthwhile using that then. As they then clump back together, we have a heal spell there nicely, and you can see with one other heal, whereabouts are we going to use it? We have a dreaded Tesla farm, but coming up to the top here with the wizard tower, they're not going to hit that wizard tower first. So that kind of has to be the priority. We've got a lot of miners, they have clumped together here, so we have to use it on that splash. Now with the miners, again, you do want them to clump somewhat, but you don't want them to clump too much. So actually what would have been more ideal here is if we had a big group of miners coming through this area, which you can now see they split, but it's kind of a little too late. We've got to hope that we've got enough time to get this done, and as you've seen at the start of the video, unfortunately they literally miss out by a millisecond. That is how close this is. They get there. Oh my word! If they had that little bit longer, that was a 3-star. Now that one in itself would not have won the war, as you can see. WHF got it done. They had us on percentage as well. However, with that one, mind they had some close attacks as well. I'm not saying, I'm just building the suspense here. With that one and with this one, man, we could have got it done. But let's move to a 3-star attack. This is the one that corrected for Sham one. I say corrected, got the 3 stars. Nearly a 6-pack. Very, very close. But again, you can see the queen coming in with the healers. It is a very strong method if you can get the queen walk, the queen charge. Something that I've mentioned in a lot of my videos recently, guys, haven't I? I am trying to practice, and I really think that you guys should be as well. If you are enjoying this one, by the way, again, be sure to leave a like. It does help the videos out a lot. And be sure to let me know your favourite attack down in the comments. So again, we created the funnel with the queen herself down in this area. Actually, King can take out all of this trash building on the outside and press her straight into this area. We do have that little narrow channel, if you will, where she can go down and take the enemy queen out before applying a jump spell. Now, 2 black bombs there was not very nice. Not very nice at all on our healers. But again, we have the ice golem. Not the end of the world on this one, as you can see. 0. No defenses, nil pois attacking our queen. So she can get frozen all she wants. We're good at this point. We just need her to get that eagle. If she takes this wizard tower, it also basically helps with the pathing of our Lalo, doesn't it, guys? So in that comes from the west. As you can see, the stone slammer, we didn't need it to get the queen in. And if you are planning a Lalo or any air attack for that matter, do think about trying to save onto that siege machine. It can be such an asset if you can use it correctly. Look at the placement of that freeze spell, hitting the air defense, the expo and the multi. Just amazing stuff. Grand Warden's ability helping the stone slammer through, and now we have the balloons coming off at the top here as well to try and take these defenses and basically cut them into the multi and through from there. It doesn't quite work out. They do start to come across to the other side, but again, look at the queen in the center of the base. She has been the MVP here, taking this area out, but she did take her time. She took her time, but this, I mean, talk about time. What timing is that? Amazing stuff. The queen finally steps up, gets that Giga Tesla while the loons were just out of range from that Giga Bomb. Gets close to the end mine with this wizard tower, but more than enough. In fact, I was watching this live on Carbon Finn's stream. He did the end of this, the final few hours anyway. So I'm sure many of you might have seen these attacks live on stream. It was pretty exciting. We pulled it back because WHF were quite a bit in the lead. And by the way, guys, again, with crunch time, if you're interested interested in joining us for that highest level play, the Clan War Leagues, be sure to apply via my Discord. You'll find all the information you need to know, and basically maxed out Town Hall 11 and 12s is what we are recruiting. So 98%. You'll see that this one certainly again is pretty close. Godsend coming in this time. What do we have? The healers on the Queen. I'm telling you guys, it is a good one to practice. And again, this was just a friendly war essentially. Not even a friendly war, it was a random spin, but both clans knowing each other, having a bit of fun, testing things out, ready for the league play. Get practicing your Queen walks, guys. Honestly, I'm trying to do it. You should be as well. So on this one, again, it's all about the funneling with the Queen initially, and if you can clock that and work out her movements, then you are going to be onto a good one. Do take note of the range of the healers. You can see on this one, out of range of that multi, we don't have to worry about it, not in the slightest. Once the Queen is coming down this way, you can basically be rest assured that she's not turning back. So we can cut the funnel at this side, and in comes the Wrecker, meaning the Queen has nowhere to go at this point other than into the base itself. King and Wizards do a fantastic job here, so the Queen is directly going to be targeting the Town Hall in itself. Out comes an Ice Golem of our own alongside the P.E.K.K.A. Again, at this point, you might not want to maximize on the amount of troops you have per se, because the Giga Bomb is going to do that damage onto all of them. So do think about that. Can you actually use the P.E.K.K.A. again? It's kind of coming into the meta on a lot of these attacks. Can be good for just one-shotting the Queen, helping with the Giga Tesla, things like that. And then our Ice Golem, if it's going to pop, or your Stone Slammer is going to pop in an area where there's a lot of defenses and it's thick of them, you might be able to use the Ice Golem to help out. The dragons do a tremendous job here, racing in from that top section, able to get the Inferno and splitting down towards the Eagle Artillery. Nice use of the Grand Warden's ability, helped them through that Eagle Artillery fire. Getting on to this point, it looks pretty good, but the balloons path down to the bottom and away from the multi-inferno. There was a tornado trap there, but whether the loons could have actually got a shot and took it out, not too sure. We would have had to see. I think there's only 3 loons there, and I think you need about 5 or 6 is it for the multi. I believe it's 5 to one-shot it, so they would need 2 shots on it essentially. However, it's all down to time at this point. We've got, you would think, more than enough dragons. It does get close. The loons start going down. Could we have changed something here? Could we had an extra loon or something? I don't think that would have helped, because time was the factor. As the dragons come across, look, we have 1 left for this multi, and there's no question it would have had enough to take out them 2 buildings. Maybe it was just the dragons coming in that we needed to do. Get them in that little bit quicker. Would have been another 3-star. That would have been 2 stars, guys. Wow. But it was an epic war, like I said. Very, very good. And let's move on to the final Town Hall 12. We've shown you a couple of powerful strategies there, in that of the Queen Charge Miners. We've showed you the Lava Loon. We've showed you the dragons themselves, the Gobo Bat. So many different strategies. Now we have the Electro Dragons. If you can chain through the base, man, they are powerful, and you'll see that here. So King on one side, Queen on the other, in order to create that funnel for the dragons to concentrate on the base itself. And as they come through, just look at how far ahead they can chain. As long as you have them under rage, the defenses just go down so quickly. That is the main thing. So as we come through here, the only parts of the base where they can't do very well is this area with the multi-inferno, and as you can see here, so had they have got locked onto the multi-infernos, they actually wouldn't have done too well. So that's where we have the Slammer coming in at the top in order to try and take down that multi-inferno. The Electro Dragons split down to this one, and it is going to mean they can't really chain any buildings there, but then we have that final rage plus the freeze spells in order to chain through these final defenses. And look, 2 shots and boom, we're then only left with an Archer Tower. It's still frozen, and it's going to go down just like that. So even though there look like a ton of defenses there, with the rage and the 2 freeze, they go down so quick. But you have to be able to chain. If the base isn't going to allow you to do that, 1, you have to set up the funnel, 2, you have to be able to chain. And if you can't do that on the base, Electro Dragons will not be your friends. And Rage and Freeze. That is the main thing with Electro Dragons, guys. You've got to have them quick, otherwise they won't be able to take down the defenses quick enough, and you've got to be able to freeze the multis or areas of high damage. That wraps it up for this one, though. Congrats to WHF, obviously, like we said, both highly competitive clans. They got the victory on this one, but that wraps it up. Until next time, peace out.